Hello, welcome, we are here at last. We have arrived. Yay, hello everyone, hello. Kazik, thank you for joining us today while we work on your thing. Yay. It's nice to be able to work on something else for a change. Still got a couple of frames left to do on the animation, but I will handle that on another day. For now, we are working on Krahazik's environmental painting, which will be animated in Live 2D later, so it's going to be interesting. I set the canvas up a while ago, but I'm actually going to just make an adjustment quickly because I do not need all of this width on the side. Canvas properties, yes. Left, I also only need about 600. Okay. Hopefully what little animation I have is a lot easier for you. Don't worry. With appropriate planning, this should not be any kind of insane. So, the brief for today was defined as a grassy field in a sunny day with a forest in the background, and our character over here underneath the chat, where we can hardly see him, sitting, looking out over the fields in a very relaxed way, and then the animation will just be some grass and leaves swaying and all of that. So, the active area here, let me just check the resolution here. No, cancel. Canvas properties. We are at 1920 by 1080. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by just grabbing all of this, and we're going to just rough in according to the brief. Adding a little bit of a slope to work with for a start. And forest in the back. And the brief said, was there a tree? I cannot remember, just a second. I get the sense that he was sitting under a tree. There was, in fact, not a tree. Okay. So, we've just got our character, Krahazik here, relaxed pose, and something along these lines probably. I will neaten that. Something very, very roughly like that. But I do want to take all of that and make it smaller. There we go. Just give ourselves a little bit more of a sense of openness. And then we can have a couple of taller blurred out stalks of grass in the foreground that can do the wavy wavies, like that. So I think for a rough guideline, that should be enough to work with. And let's make this a multiply layer and call this one sketch. And then let's add in the sky for a start. For that, we're going to go with a gradient. We're going to take the midday sky gradient that comes standard with Clip Studio, and we're going to drop it in like that. A little higher up. Yeah, like that. That I'm happy with. So there's our sky. Then we're going to have clouds. Cloud _1. We're going to grab white. We're going to grab gradient brush. And just add in a little puppy, like that. Actually, clear, I'm not happy with that one. I'm going to just flip my canvas quickly, and I'm going to go and just use that in like so. No, that's too stormy. Back to type 1. Nice and loose and thin. High, high, high. Okay, that's cloud 1. Duplicate, rename to cloud 2, clear it. This one we're going to put over here. And duplicate, rename to cloud 3, clear it. Something lower on the horizon here. There we go. And then duplicate, clear, and cloud 4. Which will be something like that. Okay, and then I will be able to stagger that in the animation with no issues. Save. Easy start. Next layer is going to be the back forest. And for that, we're going to grab a cloud pencil, and we're going to go for a dark blue-green. And we're going to start by just roughing in some foliage over here. And if I have my fan brush, reduce that. Just to change this angle a little. Something roughly like that. Change the angle with the direction of the pen, yes. Right, and let's go with our rough inks brush. And a couple of those. Okay, that's a start. Now we can come up over here, and where's our cloud pencil again? And mixing mode, we want that to be perceptual. What I am going to do is I'm going to just add another layer on the top there. Clear that. And I'm going to make it a little bit brighter and yellower. Just add a little bit of mottling over the top here. Something more yellow. Just building in some extra texture. And fan brush again, just throwing in a couple of extra bits. And with, let's go rough inks again. Throw in a couple of these. Couple of branches. Doesn't need to be any kind of perfect, because we're going to grab a green again, come back in with our cloud pencil, just add a little bit of texture over the top again. There we go. Flatten that down. Instant forest. Okay. Next we've got the hill. or the fields themselves. So the fields. Now, this grass is going to be distinctly yellower. And we're going to start by just giving ourselves a good solid fill to build off of. Oi, okay. And this shape, we can then take our soft brush and just pull in this general sense of grassiness. Mm-hmm. And let me just hide the sketch for a second because it's now in the way. You'll see what I'm actually doing. There we are. Now what I do want to do quickly is just grab this dark blue again, and with our cloud pencil just fill in more of this base, just that I've got more overlap. Security. Okay, now here I can maybe afford to pull this down just a smidge. Yes, I can. Great. Okay. So now I'm going to lock the opacity on that. Grab something a little bit brighter. And add a little bit of a top glow here. There we are. Field 1. I'm going to name that. Then I'm going to add another one, and I'm going to call this one field 2. Grab our soft and start adding this line in, just adding more depth. And more parts to move later. All right. I'm just going to grab this color again and add a couple of strokes on top of that. And just layer a bit of dark and light together. Okay. So it's not completely opaque, but it doesn't have to be. And that needs to not have a space, it needs to be an underscore. And then field 3. Also, we're going to start by adding a couple of brush strokes, just emulating grass here. Adding extra layers that we're going to animate just now. When we pull this into Light 2D. These sorts of outdoorsy environments are always super relaxing to work with. Let me just hide field 2 and field 1. Alright. There we go. Fluffy. Nice and fluffy. Field 2 is asking for a little bit more of that, though. Just to break that up a little. And field 1 just needs a little bit more texture as a baseline. Okay. Let's unlock that. Okay. That will do. Plus that. Plus that. Alright. Now here I'm going to lock opacity again. Just soften that a bit. Clip down, add glow color dodge. Yes. Just add a little bit extra like that. Yes. Happiness is. Yes. That's the right thing for the job. Merge down. Great. Now, that is the majority of the environment sorted in half an hour. Now, the next thing that we need to do is add in a folder for our character. So, character folder, which is going to get merged down for the Live 2D part, and it's going to need one, which is going to be sketch, two, which is going to be fill, three, which is going to be inks, and I'll figure out what I'm going to do with the colors after I've got those three sorted. Okay, and the character I'm going to put above field 1 but behind fields 2 and 3, so let me hide those two for a bit. Okay, actually no, I'm going to put the character behind field 1 as well, because then it sort of looks like he's sitting on the slope looking back, and he's on the far side of the slope, not the side facing us. Okay, so sketch. We're gonna grab a more sketchy color, and we're going to go here, and we are going to take that and just get a little bit more structure in place. So we have sort of a reclining posture, which generally involves some compression in the back. And a curving of the spine, like that. Then we've got the rib cage, hips, leg, leg. All right. And then head here. Put the side on. Something along those lines. The tail can curl up like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to break this into... I think I actually want to break this up into a couple of pieces. So the first one is going to be the body. And then I'm going to have another folder for duplicate. I'm going to have another one for tail, because I want to include a little bit of breath movement on the tail, just so that it's also got some life to it. And another one for wing 1. Duplicate. And another one for wing 2. Let's just clear the sketch layers on all of these. Contented kitty tail flicks. Yes, something like that, yeah. A little bit of breath in the wings and contented kitty tail flicks. That is a vibe, I think. Yes, I think that's how we're going to handle it. So then here we've got wing coming like that. And if I remember correctly, positioning is a little higher. Okay. And 3 flight fingers. Something like that. Let me just transfer that down because that was in the wrong folder. And then on this one, it's going to be a tighter angle, like that. Okay, so let's hide the wings for now because we don't want to actually be looking at them. And the tail, I'm also going to just remove from this part of the sketch as well, so that it cannot get interfered with. Cool. So now we come over here, grab black, go to inks brush, clear the sketch, reduce that to something along those lines in terms of opacity, and hide you guys temporarily. Literally everything else we're going to hide temporarily, while we just quickly ink in everything here. So, just going through reference real quick. I'm gonna start with the arms because it's one of those areas that one wants to get out of the way. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, there we go. Then up here. Like that. And then our shoulder floof. Just want to see. Yes, that does in fact wrap around like there, but it's not on. That's the part of the reference I was looking for. All right. Then up here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as well. So start middle. 1, 2, 1, 2. And here there is that one on the inner arm as well. We're not going to see much here because of the grass, but it's a good idea to close that anyway. All right. Then we have the hip detail, but we've also got a pair of shorts that we're going to add in because we want to keep things safe for work. So let's start by adding in that. And then here, it continues across. then I've got this little interesting scale thing here. Before where it joins up with the wing membrane. Okay, and then how short were these shorts? Relatively. Like so. There we are. Next, legs. There is a lot of fine stuff happening here, but more detail on the front of the thigh and by the knee. So we're going to start by including the knee pad, then the front of thigh plate, there we go. Something along those lines. Like that. All right. Here as well. There we go. So far this is going pretty quickly. I'm pretty satisfied with how it's coming together. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that we're going to be able to make, maybe 6 that we're going to be able to see, and these angle down, so what's happening on the back of the thigh again? Very, very thin scales and then fur into the paw around the ankle. Okay. So that, we're not going to ink in that detail. What we are going to do is we're going to include this row heading up towards our wing membranes. All right, and then we need to add in our hair and mane. So we're going to start with adding in our ears. Get rid of that piece. Alright, and here what we're going to do is we're going to just see. Okay. Sam, hello. I've only got a few minutes to pop in before work gets busy. Thank you for dropping by. We appreciate it. How are you doing? Uh-huh. Tired, but doing alright. Oh, well, I'm glad if you're doing okay. That is the main thing. That's the important thing. Okay, I'm not happy with that at the moment. That's a bit better. Okay, that's a bit better. Right, so that is going to be our base. So if we grab our full colors and we grab everything on the outside, are there any holes? It does not look like it. Expand by 1 and invert. We should now be able to fold that. Great. And same over here. Just grab the gap, fold that like so. Just keeping on. Yeah. Sometimes it's all that one can do. It's just keep on. Okay. So now we grab the very loud green and we apply the very loud green. A co-worker quit last week, so they needed me to switch today's shift to a closing one, and we're currently getting new phones installed at every desk, but not a lot of clients coming in yet, so it evens out. Oh boy, yeah, that does sound like an upheaval of note. Best of luck. There's always something. Yep. The chaos never ends. So you got the previous animation done around on this one now. I've still got a few frames left, but I needed to get this one out as well. And this one is relatively quick to get done, so while I might have like 10 splat frames left to work on the other animation, I just feel it would be prudent now to get this one out and handled as well. So this one, base color is sort of like that. Right, and you. I'm gonna leave like that. Alright. I just wanted a little animation to give life to the scene without it being overly complicated. Yeah. No, it's not gonna be an overly complicated thing at all. What we've currently got going on here, like, if we were just doing the environment, I would say it's the environment part is almost practically done. Like, almost completely practically done. I'm gonna add, I think, a little bit of bloom from the top right corner as a additive layer in Live 2D as well, to just, you know, give a little bit of extra glow and depth to everything when we're through. But we've got the most of the thing actually already mostly in place. So let us go to these inks and let's add our wings. So on the case of both wings, we are only seeing them from behind, so we're not going to see the front of the membranes. Sketch can get reduced. And what we're going to do is here, there is no sort of a pauldron scale, so it's all thin scales or delicate scales on the shoulder. Right, so unlike a bird, we're not connecting only to the elbow here, so we've actually got to go all the way to this other from where it ends in the back, which is very close to the pelvic bone, to there. So our flight fingers are going to be spanned like that. And here, I want to remove what I did over here. All right. And wait. What's the arrangement here? Like that. And then that's going to be in front because there's a fold there. And let me hide the body for a second so that I can just see what's happening here. Like so. Okay. So here we've got one. We've got a whole pile of these little scales. And 4 along here. Got to get back to work. Thank you for dropping by, Sam. We appreciate it. Best of luck with work. All right, there we go. If you're still live when I go to lunch, I'll pop back in. All right, awesome. Have a good one later. Okay, Sam, thank you. Good luck. All right, so the swing is going to be let's hide everything else quickly again, so I'm not doing battle with other layers when I come to do, like, select outside, expand by 1, undo. I'm not going to do the expand by 1, I'm just going to invert and fill on the fill layer, preferably. There we go. Here I need to actually remove all of that now. because it was on the wrong layer anyway. And now, full layer. There we go. That's that. Grab you. Grab our wing membrane edge color. Our airbrush. Nice and easy. Clean you up. Here we go. So now those two should be more or less cohesive, but I do want to just reduce that. And over here, I want to just adjust that to fit the curvature of the spine a little bit better. There we go. So that's the first wing. Lovely. Second one. Here, I'm going to start with the wing claws. And then finger one. Finger two. Finger three. All right. And then here we've got a bunch like that. Okay. This wing animation is going to be ultra subtle on the breath. Let's see. Quick lasso. Yeah, there we go. Next, grab our dark green. Ink. Fill. Add that. Choose that again. Like so. And that is our base on all of that. I show there. We do get a sense of something. Okay. I'm happy with that. Then we need the tail. The tail is going to be probably the single most straightforward thing in this entire set. Hide you. Okay. It would help if I was not drawing on the sketch layer. And I'm going to just draw it a little bit straighter so that I've got more to work with when it comes time to do the tail flick animation. Because curving things is easy, straightening things less so. Alright, now you've got like that. And like that. Great. So that is the basis of our character in place. Happiness is. Hit the save button and let's hydrate. So everyone acquire your nearest safe for consumption beverage and Oh, I've got coffee too. Yay. All right. So now we'll be able to do our lighting and shading pass. So with this, if we look at everything here, I'm just going to hide the clouds because I don't want to actually have them here right this very second. If we look at everything here, for now, it feels... coffee. Yes, yes. Coffee, coffee. It feels to me as if the light should be coming from above and behind on the right-hand side. So we get a nice little bit of room light, a little bit of transparency on the distant wing, as a little bit of light glows through there, I think. What's happening on the front of the wing again? That little bit of an inner glow. So. I think I'm going to start with the wing 1, and I'm going to add a glow dodge layer, and I'm going to grab this warm yellow-green, and I'm going to start just adding a little bit of glow through here. And then I'm going to take that same warm yellow-green and add a little bit of red to it. I'm going to just lock the edges. I'm just going to add a little bit of red in there, just so that we can get the sense that this is organic. It's not it's through glow, it's not necessarily the actual coloration. So let's just ease that off a little bit, like so. Yes, that's good. Now we add another one, another glow dodge, and let's add a little bit of highlight up here. I'm not happy with that. Okay, I'm not happy with that. I'm going to put all of this in a subfolder. Clip that down. And here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a not quite 100% black. Yes, that's the color. So I'm going to copy that and put that on top of the inks on all of our character layers, so that it's just not completely 100% black, so that it can actually take these glow details that I'm adding on this layer above. something like that. Okay, that will work for now. I'll see if I'm gonna keep that strictly as it is. I'm gonna also add another glow lodge below that. Grab our green and just add a little bit of bounce light. From the grass. Why? Because we're dealing with a character who's got lots and lots of shiny scales. So having some bounce light responses makes sense. And same up here. There we go. And now we add multiply. And I will come back to the multiply because I want to first do that dual color step on all of the other subfolders. So first copy that. Let's do this on the body. Put you all in a subfolder. Collapse the subfolder. Take you two and clear. Put all of you in a subfolder. Paste. And clear. Subfolder. Collapse. Paste. Clear. Alright, so this one. We've got a lot to unpack here in terms of that dimensionality. Alright, there we go. And then on the one below, we're going to add our bounce light. On the grass. There we are. Let's grab that and just soften it slightly. like so. Same here. There we are. Right, next. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Okay, next is going to be on the body. So, all of this lighting is strictly environmental lighting. It's got nothing to do with actual texturizing shade. Alright, getting there, slowly but certainly. Okay. Then on this side. Something like that. Great. There'd also be some shine through on the calf on this side. Okay, then on the upwards bounce light, there'll be significant bounce light over here. Okay, very, very good progress so far. Let's hide the wings so that I can do bounce light here. Let me just see, wait a second. then here, reduce that size a bit. Pull that in like that. There we go. There we go. And then here. Shoulder. Reduce like so. Elbow. Shine. Okay, here the side. Grab our round brush. It's gonna go in like that. Something along those lines, yes. Okay, here. And that here. And this side. And here. Okay. So that's it for our bounce light. Happiness. Our rim light and bounce light is good. Now I can go to I'm gonna grab I'm gonna grab this purple and use that for some shade. So unclip, new, multiply. Okay. And here what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna hide the tail for a second. I'm just going to add a little bit of depth. Hide our field. Just a little bit of extra dimension. Alright, then here. Adding some depth detail to the shoulder around here. Okay. Steadily coming together. Steadily coming together. Okay. Okay. Uh-huh. Now, if I show things again. One, you need shade like so. Alright. Very, very subtly sculpting everything in. Alright. Like that. Good. By our body layer as well, I'm going to do the same thing here by these thigh plates. Here we go. Okay. Shiny. Subtle, but shiny. Getting black things to look shiny without being over the top is interesting. Speaking of over the top, you are definitely over the top. There we go. Then here we're going to have clear. Something like that. There we go. Glow dodge over here. Okay. Save. Probably a good idea right about now. Then, let's see. Show. Collapse, collapse. Collapse, collapse. Show our clouds. Great. Now, group. Just want to do a test here quickly. Overlay. Foreground to transparent. Like that. Clip. Reduce. Like that is good. And duplicate and clear and grab that color and like so. That is good. I will copy these two and put them inside each of these. Okay. So that's our color correction on those. Very subtle, but it does help bring the character into the scene a bit more. Then, forest, I'm going to clip overlay 2 as well. Gonna grab that blue. There we go. Ooh, yes, that looks nice. That looks nice. Just make it a little softer. Yes, happiness is. All right, then right on top of everything, I need to add an add layer. And I need to make it a gradient. in a warm color. Across the entire screen like that, reduce its opacity. Like so. Add another one, add glow. Big brush, like so. And I'm going to call this one sun underscore 1, sun underscore 2, add glow, sun underscore 3, make it a little less. One more, add glow. Slightly narrower. Sun 4. Okay. And I want to add a little bit of a glimmer. Also on a glow dot or add glow. Not like that. Light 1 and add glow. Light 2. Okay, so I will be moving those around and manipulating them quite extensively in Live 2D, so I'm going to just duplicate this one once more and go at light 3. So I'm not too perturbed about them right this very second. Right. In terms of their placement and scale and all of that. So now I'm going to hit the save button. And we're going to go to File, Save As. We're going to put this in Photoshop format. Yes. Now everything is going to be if it needs to be flattened, we'll flatten it. So the sketch layer can go away because we don't need it. Put everything in a field group. put all of you in a group called lights. Put you guys in a group called clouds. Now here, we're going to hide the lights, we're going to hide the field. We're going to hide the clouds for a second. Body, merge selected. Tail, merge selected. Wing 1, merge selected. Wing 2, merge selected. Okay, so now this is single flattened groups, single flattened layers. Okay. And show everything again. File, save as the PSD. Cool. Now I'm just going to quickly jump to our chatting screen while I quickly go to the next software package that we need to open up. So, minimize you. Open Live 2D Cubism. Okay. Open up my file explorer. And. Can hide that message. What I want to do is go to this thing here. And I want to copy and paste and bring it down and rename to Live 2D properties. I want this to be Cubism editor. Okay. And now I leave studio mode. Go back to Clip Studio screen. And now we should be seeing Live 2D. Yes. Okay, so now we grab the Krahazik PSD and load this in. There we go. So now we have our layers in here. So first things first, let us grab you guys and go grab all of you, blending mode additive. There we are. And I'm gonna be able to remove a bunch of these, so you guys, I'm gonna delete, yes. You guys, I'm going to delete, yes. You, I'm going to delete, yes. Actually, I'm going to delete everything and just add in what I need. So, first things first, I'm going to hide the lights layer, hide the field layer, hide everything except for our clouds. And let's add parameter cloud 1. Let me just not make a colossal mess of that. It's going to be cloud 1 id cloud 1. Ranges is going to be 0 to let's make it 50. Make it so that it doesn't jump around a lot. And do the same thing for cloud 2. Cloud 2, 0 to 50. Okay. Same thing. Cloud 3. Cloud 3. Okay. And cloud 4. Cloud 4. Okay. Now cloud 1, we map to cloud 1, and we go add 2 keyframes. Cloud 2, we add to cloud 2, add 2 keyframes. Cloud 3, we add to cloud 3, add 2 keyframes. Cloud 4, we add to cloud 4, add 2 keyframes. And I'm going to just show the field in this again. There's one thing that I should have had in here that I don't. But it's fine, it's fine. We can deal. So, cloud 4, we're going to start with... shall we go with the clouds from right to left or left to right? My instinct says left to right. Because we want, considering that this is going to be used for a welcome screen and a be right back screen, we want to get the idea of things coming towards Krazik, not leaving away from him or running away from him. So having the movement subliminally move towards him is maybe better messaging. So cloud 4, number 0 is going to be on the left, all the way over yonder. And on the right is going to be all the way over there. Like so. Number 3, you're going to start all the way over there and end all the way over there. 2, you're going to start all the way let's hide you. I'm working with clouds. And I'm locking you. I'm working with number 2. Paper. That one can go away. I don't need you. Number 2. Da-da-da. You start over there. You end over there. Number 1. You start over there. You end over there. Great. So now you guys are on sliders and can move as need be across the sky. Yay. So that's our clouds. Check. Next, field, let's add grass 1, 2, and 3. grass 1, grass 1. Let's go -30, -25 to 25. Okay. Move you to the bottom. Add grass 2, grass 2, okay, and grass 3, grass 3, okay. Now, here by the field, field 1 goes on grass 1, add 3. Field 2 goes on grass 2, add 3. Field 3 goes on grass 3, add 3. Okay. These ones we need to add meshes to. I'm going to just add auto meshes. All right. And I'm going to clear these because I want to put them in warp deformers. Yes. So, warp, field 3, number of divisions, okay. Warp, field 2, create, okay. Warp, field 1, create, okay. Now, I'm going to make that 7. Yep, that's good. Make that 7. Make that 7. Okay. So, grass 3, add 3. On this side, let's just hide you two. So when you are on this side, okay. And so that. And that, and that. Let's see. Something along those lines. Now, I just realized that there is something that I'm still missing here in the base artwork. But I'll be able to add that in afterwards. It's fine. So, field 3, I can call sorted. Field 2. Grass 2, add 3 keyframes, go to that extreme. And move you across like that. Move you across. Move you across. Okay. That's that one. Great. Lastly, you. We're not going to operate in the same way because this one is a little bit more delicate. So and then on this side. Let's see. That will do the trick. Although that's a little extreme. That'll do the trick, that'll do the trick. Okay. So show you and show you. Okay. File, save as, probably a good idea to do that. Then we are going to go to my commissions folder, environments, Krahazik, save. Great. And now here we're going to come to this one. And we're going to go heavy. Okay. Wing 1. Back, nope. Auto. heavy, tail, heavy, body. I'm going to leave the body as is. No. I'll make it heavy as well. I'm not sure yet if I want to make him inhale visibly. Although, actually, probably not. So, on the tail, let's add tail. Add that one to the bottom. Okay. And let's take a brief moment to have a sip of coffee, I think. It is now definitely cold. And it is now definitely gone. Okay. Then here we're going to go and add path. Alright, path width, we're going to just reduce that down so that the area of effect is more contained. There we are. And we're going to add 3 keyforms. So here, let's see. Okay, and now we refine. Because the deformation wasn't perfect. Nope, that's not it, that's not it. It's also not it. Really? There you go. add here. Okay. And up and across like so. And like so. This is a bit of detail stuff, so if I'm forgetting to speak, it's entirely because I'm in ADHD hyperfocus mode. I am so sorry. Okay. There we go. That's the first part of the tail sorted. Here. That ain't it. This needs to come closer in. That is it. That's the ticket. Okay. Next, we're gonna have wings. I'm going to not have them independently. There's no need to have them independently. Wings. Okay. Warp wing 2. Create. Warp wing 1. Create. add 3, add 3. Okay. At this point, I want that to be moved down. That's way too much. Okay, Control-Shift-C, Control-Shift-V. Oh boy, I remember that. Whoopsie. Okay, then here, I want that to angle up, like so. Alright, then here, I grab those ones, Control-Shift-C, Control-Shift-C, Control-Shift-V. And here is there we go. Cool. First wing in position, in first position. Then here, second position. Here. Yeah, we're just gonna tighten this up. Actually, copy the whole thing. I don't like it at all. Copy, paste, paste. Try this again. Here, I'm going to rotate slightly like that. Rotate slightly like that. Grab you. I'm gonna make this 6 by 8. Yes. Grab U4. Copy. Paste. Paste. Yes, that's better. That's better. That'll do the trick. Okay. Wing 1, same thing. 6 by 8. Now here, I'm going to tighten. And open. And grab those ones. Copy. Paste. Paste. Yeah, I also just want to raise this elbow. Not quite so open. Okay, we are very nearly there. Actually, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this as this one's extreme, and just remove that one completely. Because that's reasonable. That looks good. Looks good, actually. Okay, so that is the main parts. I'm going to add tiniest bit of movement in the forest. Okay, and I'm going to go auto, show you, add warp, forest, create, add, yeah, we're gonna have that like so, like so, like so, and here it's gonna be like so, like so, like so. Actually, that's too much. Control Shift C. Paste. Paste. And here. That's enough. Okay. Very subtle. Okay. Then we've got our lights. So, how many lights have we got? We've got the sunlight, which is good as it is. That does not change. That is our basic lighting. Along with that. But these 5 are going to need animations. So we've got light 1, copy, paste, and that's going 0 to 50. Okay. And that goes like so. start up there at 0 opacity. We're going to end copy that one, paste it there. This one, going to bring that down also at 0 opacity. So we get that little lens effect. Great. Second light. Replicate. Edit. 2. Okay. This one. Add 3. Alright. So here. We're going to start there, 0%, scale it down, opacity 20%, there, zero %. And we're gonna replicate, edit, light 3, okay. Here, add 3. Yeah, you're gonna start like that. Um, 40%. Going to track to there. And then down to 0. Okay. Then we've got our light beams. Edit. Replicate. Edit. Light 4. Okay. Here. Gonna go 1, 2, 3. Like that. Put this on 0. and on 0. And here this is going to be let's make this 60. There we go. All right, then last one, replicate, edit parameter, light 5. Okay, it's going to be that one. Make 3 points. And we're going to start by rotate. Nope. Rotating like that. And opacity 0. And over here, like that, opacity 0. Okay. Save. All right. Let's go to the animation panel. And let's add a new scene. This is going to be for media players. So let's apply that here. And the entire thing. Just gonna scale. Like so. Okay. So that is now how it's going to sit in the animation panel. So now, parameters. Our duration, we are going to pull up quite significantly. So scene, duration, we want this to be about 40 seconds. So in the span of 40 seconds, we want everything to have looped to where we start. Okay. So now we slowly start pulling everything across. "10 seconds is way too short for a cloud to move across the entire screen. So that needs to move all the way up to at least 20, probably 25. Okay, there's 25 seconds. Back to start. That was still too fast. That needs to be all the way up to... Let's go to 36. Let's check that pace. Yes, that's a much better speed on that cloud. Okay, and let's see how they work in tandem. They look like more or less the same mass. Okay, so this one I'm going to make a little bit shorter. Okay. Let's see how that goes without the buffer. There is a little bit more of a visible shift. It's subtle, but it's there. Okay. Then, cloud 4. We're going to start at 24. And we're going to end at 24. Come here by 37. We're going to be at 0. The very next one, you're going to be at 1. So, copy. You're here. So starting there, then you're here. Okay. Everything on this row we're clearing. You start here. By this point, you need to be here. The very next frame, you need to be there. Okay, because you're starting at 20. So let's see if I got this right. If I get the clouds right, then I'll feel better about everything. Okay, happy. Happy, happy, happy. Great. Now you I'm going to start on 30. So by frame 10, I want you to be on 50. And the very next frame, I want you to be on 0. And there, I want you to be on 30. Okay, let's check. It is working. Yay. Okay. Our clouds are clouding. Our clouds are clouding. Without issue. And without weird timing issues. Fantastic. So, grass 1 is going to be on a 20-second loop. So, from here, we're going to go to 10 seconds, to negative, 20 seconds, to center, .30 seconds to the positive, 40 to center. Okay. Grass 2 is going to be 5 points out of sync, so it's going to be 5 points to the negative. So, wait, let me do this rather. If this is going to be negative 25, this is going to be 0, This is going to be positive 25. This is going to be 0. Grab everything on this line. Move it up a second. Wait, before I do that though, on the 50-second mark. Okay, so that should then be negative 25. And that should then be 0. Right? So now if I grab all of this, and I zoom out, and I pull that all that way, like so, and I zoom in, and I zoom in, and I align here, okay. Cool, so now I'm going to grab all of this, and move it across to be just out of sync with the row next to it. By about, so many seconds. Let's see, how does that look? It's very, very subtle. But it's there, it's moving. Okay. So now, same deal with row 3. Going to start at 0. And we're going to put that on 0. And at 20, it's going to be minus 25. And at 30, it's going to be 0. and at 40. Wait, am I being done? That's 0. That's 25. This is on 10-second cycles. So 0. This is going to be on 25. 0. Negative 25. 0. And then 25. Play the loop. Okay, so why are you only starting to move here? Here you're supposed to be at negative 25. Here, at 10 you're supposed to be on 0. You're supposed to be on positive 25. Go. Okay, it works. It works. Yay. Although all of these feel desperately slow. um, hmm. These all feel desperately slow. But they are actually moving. They're not as desperately slow as they look from the timeline. There is actual movement, so I'm happy. Alright, then. Forest is the next thing that needs to breathe. It's going to start on a 0. Ten. 20. 30. And 40. Okay, it's subtle, but it's there. Alright. Then, from here, I'm gonna have one. Like that. Okay. Let's see. With those. Um, there. There. Okay. Let's see. Our lighting. It's doing the thing, yay. Alright, now we just need to do our character animation. I'm happy. The environment stuff is working. It's all the stuff that needs to be subtle is subtle, and the timing is good. Okay, so the wings are going to be on a 10-second breath. So we're going to start on 0. 5 seconds. They're at max. At 10 seconds, they're at center. Let's check how that pace is. It's a little too low. Let's go 3 seconds. No, wait. Let me not be foolish here. 2.15. Fine. 7.15. 10. Copy. Paste. 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 Okay, let's see. All right. Here we go. That wing breath is looking good. Okay. I'm happy with that pacing. So now I'm going to apply the same thing to the tail the entire way through, and then I'm going to interrupt it in the last couple of seconds. So the tail is going to start if the wings start at 0, the tail is going to start at -25. Then it's going to go to 0. Then it's going to go to 25. And then back to 0. And then back to start. Then grab here, all of you, copy, and paste, and paste, and paste. Okay, let's see. Ooh, I'm actually pretty happy with that. I'm actually pretty happy with that. Wow. Okay. Oh, hold it. I see an issue here. What is happening at 0.0? These lights. Okay. Stop here. That's my issue. Zoom in, zoom in. This frame. You guys need to be back at 0. Wait, what a second. Which one are you? Which one of you? Slide number 3. Slide number 3. You need to be starting at 0. That's better. That's more like it. That's more like it. Now what just jumped? Here by the grass. Okay, so what's our starting points on grass? Negative 5.4, 25 minus 25. What's our endpoints on grass? Hello there, there's one that doesn't have an endpoint. .4. Okay. Yeah. .4. Okay. Let's see. This is a lot of subtlety. Are you supposed to be a negative? You are indeed supposed to be a negative. Okay. Alright. Now I'm just looking for things that are jumping where they're not supposed to be jumping. Okay, I think we've got all of the jumping things. Now I want to just make one adjustment to our clouds. About 3. just pull you up a little bit more because you're getting lost in the horizon. There we go. There we go. That's better. That's better. I'm feeling a lot better about that. I'm feeling a lot better about that. Yay! Woo! Okay. File. Save. Stop. File. Save. Okay, and let's go export video, and let's just check it. This is going to be 1920 by 1080, MP4. Output work area 2024 F7 Hazik field animation. Save. Let's just preview it and see. Rendering. Let's just see that it is actually rendering without any breaks or without any brokenness. And if it renders out without being broken, then I think we're happy campers. Krahazik, are you still lurking? He might be working. Okay. The rendering time is always the stressful time because you don't want to do anything else while it's rendering because then it might just destroy your render. Not risky at all. Not risky at all. I did think I wanted to add a couple of extra stalks of grass in the front, but I actually think that that might clutter things a little bit too much. At the moment, there's still a lot of space to put things like welcome text and a countdown timer and any additional notes without it interfering too much in anything. And the movement is subtle, but there is a lot of it. So, there is aside from the sky layer and the body layer, every single layer on this thing is animated. But I think it went pretty well. I think it went pretty well. Do 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 do. So tomorrow, the plan is to do some art fighting. Throw a couple of attacks out there, and yeah, hopefully things will be okay. Hey, Sam! Welcome back. Oh, awesome, awesome. Yes, we have pretty much finished the job. We are rendering out the video at the moment, so I can't do anything on screen at the moment. For fear of destroying the process. So we'll see how things pan out on the final render. I'm personally happy with how it came out. It's a lot of subtlety, but I think for a starting screen like this, unless you've got something that is especially supposed to be obviously hyper animated, this kind of environmental peaceful subtlety is not a bad thing. So the fastest things are the clouds and the light movement, I think, in the entire thing. And maybe the tail swish. The tail switch is also pretty fast, relative to literally everything else. But it gives quiet, peaceful, chill vibes. So I'm happy. Yeah. The plan for tomorrow is to do some art fight things. There, it's finished rendering. Let's check it. Let's go. Open that up. Let me just see. I'm just previewing it on my other screen at the moment. Hold up. And it looks pretty good. So far I'm seeing nothing breaking. Nothing seems to be broken yet. Yay. Almost through the cycle. Let's see if this render is in fact intact. Render is intact. Yay! Render is intact! The mission works! Yay! It works, it works, it works. So let me run that in the background so you can see as well. Wait. Monitor capture? Yes. No. Blah. Just a second, guys. One second. Sorry about that. Minor logistical interruption. Not an issue. But yes, we've got the thing working. Yay! So, I had the thing looping in the meantime, but I realized that it's incredibly tiny on my screen right now. Okay. Let me open it up so that you guys can see. It'll be on this screen. And it will be that thing, properties. I want it to be that display. Okay. And there we go. And let me hide my time lapses for a bit. So that's how it's going to look. That is how it's going to look. Very, very subtle, but it's obviously moving because the tail is obviously swishing. Yay! I am so glad if you like it, because your opinion is the only one that counts here. Grazek, if you like it, then that's a win, because yours is legitimately the only opinion that counts here. Like, I wanted to keep things subtle because you specifically said peaceful vibes. And I felt like if I had taller, out of focus stalks in the foreground, after some consideration, I figured that's actually going to just make it too busy. At the moment here, you've got opportunity to place text as needed, timers as needed, all of that. So you've got a couple of lens flare things going on in the first couple of seconds. If you can put this on a loop, you're going to have no issues using this, I don't think. And surprise, surprise, it took less than 2 days. Environments like this are actually super, super chill to work on. And doing that little bit of spine animation to just ease things together, it's not bad. It's not the hectic use of live 2D is what VTuber models are, but it's still useful to stay in practice. So yeah, I think this works. So this evening I need to desperately record the short for this week because I missed my Sunday slot because life just ended up going berserk. It's not like I'm asking for a transition scene where I jump up, open a portal and walk in and out. Yeah, no. Oh, is that coming in future? Well, we'll see what happens. That actually might be a good one for a lower frame rate transition. We'll see. I'm looking at the animations at a lower frame rate for that sort of a punchier look. I really need to experiment with that, but I'm not going to do that when paying customers just yet. But yeah, after we end stream here, I'm going to try and get a couple more frames done on Now Affogato. And I need to record that short. I actually need to record both for this week. I need to do last week's one and the next one. So yeah, I'll figure that out. The scripts are kicking me a little bit because I don't know what I want to say for those two, but it's fine. I'll figure it out between now and midnight, I think, probably. But yes, if you are happy, Krahazek, then I think all is well. I will be able to send this to you soon, and very, very soon. And then get one more thing out of the pipeline. I can't do scripts. Yeah, like at the current moment, my scripts for the shorts musings have been less scripty and more just writing down thoughts as they occur to me, and thematically somewhat appropriate to whoever I was drawing at the time. So I have 3 things that I've got in my time lapses that are appropriate for shorts at the moment. Sam, you're painting, a sketch for Fable, and my old M21 fan art. So, I'm still undecided about which one I'm going to do, and with what words. Fables is particularly sensitive to get words for, so I want to make sure that whatever I say there is not going to be inappropriate or insensitive. So that one I'm wondering if I maybe shouldn't just do a straight musical thing, but then I'm going to need more time to actually get something slightly more interesting together musically. So yeah, that is going to be the thing for going forward. Speaking of things going forward, let us go to our chatting screen. And very, very quickly, let us talk about the schedule going forward. So, the rest of this week, what's going on? We have an interesting amount going on this week. We've just done Kohazik's commission. Yay, check mark, happiness is. Progress on the Habitica to-dos. Because I throw all of I throw literally everything in my Habitica right now. It's insane. Tomorrow, art fight. We might just do one attack, we might do two. I'm not 100% sure. It's my first art fight. I don't actually know 100% what I'm doing. But we're gonna try and see what happens. Yay. And then Thursday, we are starting with something that I've been wanting to do for a while. We're starting with Final Fantasy Thursdays, yay! So that's going to be a thing. We're starting with Final Fantasy 4. I originally thought we were going to do 7, but I actually want to actually finish 4. We're doing the 3D remake that is on Steam, so that's the one we're going to be working with. And I don't know how long the stream is going to be. But that's the plan. Saturday has developed an asterisk because it's my uncle's birthday on Saturday. So if we stream, it's going to be short, and it will. I am also in charge of supper that day. So if we stream, it's going to be short. I will keep you guys up to date on that one. But yes, also just giving ourselves a chance to recover the brain after the last 2 months of grind, because between the dragon and this animation, it has, well, not Krahazik's animation, the Now Affogato animation, it has been just non-stop. There is no outside creativity, there is only the project in front of you. So it's been an interesting challenge mentally, and I think having a little bit of a mental break is not going to be a bad thing. So yes, I'm looking forward to Final Fantasy IV. I had started playing it. I think I only got about halfway through, and then life happened, and then 7 years went by. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm going to need to start a new game. Steam still has my save game on it. I downloaded it yesterday to just check, and hey, it's still got my save files. So I'm going to start a new game on that, and we will see. I won't obviously finish the game tomorrow, on Thursday, because it's a couple hours longer than that, as far as I remember. But we'll see how it goes, see how many sessions it takes for us to get through it. And yeah, I hope that it's a series that we'll be able to continue. The Final Fantasy Thursday seems like a nice idea for me. Just a break where we're not doing work. And then, yeah, still on the hunt for new commissioners. If you know anyone, please feel free to send them my way. I am also now, after next week, going to be more open to collabs. So depending on how things go, and time zone maniac nonsense, I'm going to be actively hunting for collabs as well, to add into the schedule. You know, trying new things, all of that stuff. And hopefully it'll be fun. We'll be able to get a little bit of interest going around here. And yes, I started a new game of Final Fantasy VIII, but then I got distracted with other things. Yes. Yeah, 8 is another good one. I'm looking forward to 8 as well. Like, as someone who has never finished a game, I'm looking forward to starting a great many things, and I'm looking forward to actually having a series that gives me an excuse to finish a thing. Because that's gonna be a huge deal in my world. But yes, looking for people in my general streaming time slice who I can collab with, because I have got household responsibilities, and I cannot operate on DGen hours because the family will string me up by my earlobes if I am loud at 3 in the morning. So there is that. I just technically beat Oblivion. Ooh, congrats. Congrats. But yes, that I think is the general schedule debrief. We'll see how things develop going forward. I also want to spend a little bit of time, if I can find the time in between everything else, doing a couple more emotes, because I kind of need that for the Discord, and preparation for One Day's One Day when the channel has grown and I can actually use emotes on my channel, because I'm looking forward to that. Yay. I don't know anyone else near your time zone. No, it's a very, very big challenge. I have also been hunting people in my time zone. It's like, well, all the folk I know in my time zones are medium-sized VTubers who are not going to take kindly to the idea of collabing with someone who's got less than 100 subs, because whether you like it or not, there is such a thing as clout chasing, and I have not got the confidence to ask anyone larger than me by such a significant margin. A 5k person is a little bit outside of my current confidence to say, hey, like, there are a couple of people that I've had brief interactions with, very superficially, that have been positive-ish, but I'm not going to, you know, go out of my way to go and pester them, because that's just silly. So yes, gotta do what I can for myself first. And yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. That's always a concern on our end, as the smaller channels, when wanting to do collab with someone that aren't really close to. Yeah. And getting close to people is the challenge as well. I'm also open to collabs. Yeah. It all depends on who's conscious and not at work at the right times. It all depends on those two factors, because it doesn't help you conscious, but you're at work. So there's that. It's the main challenge that I'm having with scheduling something with Sam as well, is that we're also looking at that. So anything that we do with folk in the States is going to be strictly on weekends, which means it's a Saturday or bust, because Sundays are designated rest day, for sure. At least until further notice. In addition to finding people who are compatible in brand values and personalities. Yeah, so the needs list of finding people that you can collaborate with is long. It's just... Well, for me, Tuesday or Thursday are my days off, so I have all kinds of time. Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. We will talk about things, because that is a whole different kettle of fish in terms of what we would generally collab on versus what I would collab on with Sam, for example. So we will have that conversation off stream, I think. We'll have that conversation. Is there anything else immediately in my world? I should probably mark that as work in progress and mark it as complete. Okay, so right. So yes. Lots of things happening on lots of fronts. And is there anything ridiculously pressing outstanding that I'm not seeing? Let me check my task list. Hold on, one second. Aside from obviously working on my model as well. Oh yeah, my lunch is over, back for work for me. Alright, Sam, then I think now is as good a time as any to call it for the evening. Thank you so much for everything. I really appreciate you guys being here and lurking and waving the motivational pom-poms in our general direction. We appreciate it. And yes, I'll see you guys tomorrow for Art Fate. Let's see how things fly on that front. So, rest well when you get to it. Best of luck at work, Sam. And until next time. Cheery bye!